Hey Pisces Starseeds, it's Sweet Spirit Mystic. Hope everyone's doing well. Let's see what the messages are. So, we've had a lot of planetary movement this week. So just know that just because something happened on one day doesn't mean at that moment it's gone. So just be aware that the energies will reverberate for a while. So we had Jupiter retrograde, we had Mercury go stationary direct, we moved from Gemini to Cancer season. Tomorrow we have a full moon in Capricorn and also Neptune retrograding in Pisces. So, like I said, be observant. Don't take any action. Just feel how you feel, see what you see, take notes, and then as we move into next week, you'll start to be able to make decisions, but right now I don't recommend it. Okay, so let's see what the messages are. So full moon in Capricorn, that is about making plans, putting in the work. My ascendant is in Capricorn, so there's this serious tone to things. Those people that, or situations that are very, it's like they have these leadership qualities in them. What things are said and done are taken seriously. Even if there's a little bit of a deadpan humor that comes out at times, generally they're seen as, someone that is responsible. So this is a time to be responsible. And I feel that is best served by not making any rash choices or decisions, just kind of feeling things out. Okay. All right, so let's see. Any other messages, please? Oh, wow, that's a lot. Okay. Take this one. Okay, we'll start there because I have a feeling the whole deck would want to flip up. Okay, so the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Swords, followed by shadow work. Okay, so the Knight of Swords is very fast energy. It comes in fast. So if lately you are noticing you are being faced with your shadow, that makes sense. Things that come up for you, that fire you up, okay? And it's all about looking at it in a way that allows you to articulate yourself, communicate your needs to yourself without it being this big upheaval, without it being dramatic, without it, burning bridges or causing this, deep pain within yourself. It's more like seeing those things as they are and knowing, okay, these are things that I'm working on. These are parts of my personality that at times can make it difficult for me to operate in the world, okay? I know Pisces, we are the 12th sign, so we are contained within this group of Pisces, however Pisces resonates for you in your chart. And then there's all the other signs, okay? So it's a separateness, right? A separateness and yet understanding of all the other 11 signs because you've been there lifetimes, okay? So when you think about shadow work and you think about, the full moon, it's really deciphering, what is clear and what's not clear. How can you view yourself in a way that's positive? because it's two sides to every coin, right? Light and dark. It depends where you're standing. It's not good or bad. It just allows you to see more or see less. So focus on seeing more, okay? In the background of this is a solar eclipse, so the sun is dimmed. Here, this is a night sky with a full moon, okay? So it goes back to that information will be revealed to you, and it will happen fast, okay, Pisces? And what it will do is it's going to unfold your path. It will help you fine-tune where it is that you want to go. Because look, with the Devil and the Five of Swords, this type of energy you're moving away from. The Devil actually is Capricorn. So it's like anything that's hurt you, anything that's, stopped you in your tracks from progressing forward, you're now able to move away from that. And you're like, okay, I've made a definitive choice to move forward. And because of that, you will get offers. You will see these signs to follow, the Ace of Pentacles and the Emperor, okay? It will be clear. I was talking to a friend yesterday, and he had a past where he struggled with alcoholism, okay? And we were talking about the word recovery. And I asked him, I'm like, when you say recovery, to me it sounds like, you're still in it, rather than the word recovered, past tense. And I was thinking about that. I was like, where in our lives do we continually spin in the past? What happened to us? At what point do we decide, okay, enough of that? That's not who I am, and move forward? It's like if you break a bone and it's in a cast, you're recovering, you're healing. And at what point is your bone no longer broken? Is your spirit no longer broken? And that's a choice that we get to make individually. When we say, you know what, that old part of me, I'm not going to identify with it anymore. Yes, it happened. Yes, I needed to go through things. But at any point in time, you can say, you know what, this is the new me. I don't need to revisit that. And people you interact with, you don't have to, all this stuff happened to me. Who are you now? Who do you want to be now, Pisces? Okay. So if we look at these cards, they've all come out in little groups. So we'll see here. We have the Two of Swords, Queen of Swords, and the Four of Wands. Making definitive decisions and choices using logic to determine where you're comfortable. Where do you want to create your four walls, your home? What's meaningful for you? Ten of Pentacles and the Lovers. What choices are you making to create stability in your life? Long-term growth, long-term potential. Ten of Wands, Eight of Wands. Where are you talking about your burdens? And how is that keeping you stuck? Keeping you in that past mindset? When can you put those burdens down? Your thoughts become your reality. Giving yourself that recovery time that you do need. That reflection time. And then when do you come out of it? When do you take off your cloak and move forward and create the life that you want? We have the Four of Cups, the King of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles. So Pisces, putting in that work, step by step, that to-do list, those small but measurable action items that get you closer to your goal. Because you don't want to miss out on your future because you're stuck in your past. You choose. This is your life. You can reinvent yourself every second of every day. Okay, Pisces? So as this King of Cups energy, it's really, being detached from those feelings, whether it's guilt or shame. It happened. But it does not have to define you, does not have to follow you through your life. You can overcome. Okay, Pisces, so let's pull one of these for our oracle message. I really like this. It's very powerful energy. It's that point where you decide, I'm not a victim. I can do whatever I want. It's very much that Emperor energy, very dynamic. You can wake up and say, enough. Okay, Pisces, what is the overall oracle message for today? Okay, we've got two. We've got the Four of Trees and the Eight of Lotuses. Okay, so the Four of Trees corresponds with the Four of Pentacles. So let's read this. Okay. Glorious lavender spills across the land. The air smells intoxicating, and the floral aroma seems to dance in the wind. In the fields, a group of day laborers pick the crop, waiting for the sun to go down. Meanwhile, a tractor drives towards the market to deliver the day's work, collecting the majority of the profits from the labor. Upright, greed, possessiveness, materialism. This disparity of wealth is not uncommon and is something we still see today. If you have pulled this card, your feeling of disconnectedness and apathy, or even anger towards the situation may not be wrong. Your insecurities have a place and they need to be confronted. You're putting in the work and not getting nearly the same reward back in return. Sadly, the grasp of material wealth is strong and intoxicating, and for some they cannot see through it. If you feel that your time is not valued, confront the problem. If it still does not work itself out, it may be time to put your energy elsewhere. Reversed. Sudden awareness, new perspective, free will. Reversed. Lavender fields present you with a sudden awareness of your surroundings. Like seeing the same thing you see every day, but with a newfound perspective. You have the option to move on from this thing that no longer serves you. This sudden awareness can seem like a complete change in direction, but accept it as an option and choose to change. You have the free will to travel down a different path. Okay, Pisces, that was exactly this whole reading, okay? All right, so the next one is the Eight of Lotuses, which corresponds to the Eight of Cups. In the underwater world, 8 lotuses sway on long stalks and dance to the song of the humpback whale twirling above. At the bottom of the ocean sits the ruins of a lost city, perhaps from a long-forgotten civilization, or even from the recent catastrophic flood. Either way, the inhabitants are gone, and the city has been reclaimed by the water dwellers. Upright, walking away, disillusionment, leaving behind. The presence of these ruins asks you to move on from something that has long since moved on from you. It can take time to realize something has ended, especially when it is not something you have come to rely on anymore. This is not a difficult leaving behind, but more of a decluttering. There is no need to hold on to the extra weight. You will find simplifying your life will cause the disillusionment of dissatisfaction to fade away. Allow time to mourn the loss, but find strength to walk away when something is not meant for you. Be like the whale and swim wistfully away. Reversed. Avoidance, fear of change, fear of loss. The ruins upside down speak to a fear of loss rather than the loss itself. You are holding on to the memories without realizing they no longer serve you. These things you won't let go of are resting heavy on the back of the whale. It's cumbersome, and holding on is only causing you to sink deeper into your own fears. You will find that the loss itself is not nearly as bad as the fear that has been devouring you. So Pisces, you are powerful. You get to make choices. All right, I love you. I'll see you soon.